If you've ever been frustrated about customers or clients who are price shopping or who say things like, can I just get the same service or the same outcome by hiring somebody on Fiverr or finding my uncle to do it? This video is for you. Thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you here on the YouTube channel with me. And today we are diving deep into a topic that can be an absolute game changer for your brand. We are talking about creating a proprietary process that is uniquely yours. Hi, I'm Kaye Putnam, your psychology-driven brand strategist. And here on this channel, we talk about all things psychology, branding, and entrepreneurship. If those topics interest you, hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and stick around. All right, so what is a proprietary process? Having a defined, unique process is more than just industry buzzwords. It's what can set you apart and can give you the competitive edge that every business is looking for. It's something that gives you both a marketing and branding benefit because you can become known for your unique process, and it also can give you an operational benefit. So if you have a signature process that you follow every time that you work with somebody, you don't have to reinvent the wheel or create new steps, new documents, new assets every time you work with a new client. This is what can elevate you beyond being just another provider of whatever service or transformation that you provide. Just another copywriter, just another coach, just another executive mentor, strategist, designer. When in the minds of the market, you are on the exact same level as everybody that's selling a similar product or service as you become reduced to being a commodity. They don't have a lot to base your value off of. And the thing that they look at is namely price. And you end up competing on discounts, giveaways, bundles, things that aren't going to be profitable or sustainable for you in the long run. So here in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to create your own proprietary process. I'm going to share a formula to craft your process that's as unique as your brand's DNA. So if you're ready to take your brand to the next level, grab a snack, maybe a drink, a notepad, or maybe just your phone notes, and let's dive in. Our first step to defining your proprietary process is to define the outcome. Think of this as knowing your destination before setting out on a journey. You need to know the outcome that you're aiming to achieve before you can clearly communicate that to the market. If you haven't done this yet, in great detail and clarity, you will be amazed at how much it will increase your sales by simply being clear about what the finish line is after you work with a client or after somebody uses your product. People can imagine it in their life. They see the value more readily when you explain to them about how it's actually going to change their life. You're not selling copywriting, you're selling the ability to make more sales. Or you're not selling good health, you're selling more energy, fitting in those jeans from 10 years ago, etc. This is kind of like writing your testimonial before ever providing the service. How will you and your clients both know when you've won? Let's go back to that wellness coach example. We don't want to just sell good health or improving people's healthy habits. People don't buy healthy habits. They buy what the healthy habits creates for them or enables for them. And similarly, they're not just buying coaching sessions. They're buying whatever that coaching session will do for them specifically. This can feel kind of stretchy because often, especially when we're coaching, we are adapting whatever we're delivering to the person's situation. But if you are always selling a generic service, it is going to be an uphill battle to sell it every single day. We need to get specific. You need to dare to be specific. At least try out. It doesn't mean when you're creating a proprietary process or creating this offer container that it has to be the last one that you ever create. It can just be for this one offer or this one campaign that you're putting out into the world. So really think about that. Where are your clients now? And what is that journey? What is the after that you're creating with them? Are you helping them train for a specific event? Are they getting ready to go to a reunion where they want to look like the best fit person in the room? Do they have a health concern that they are dealing with? Think about it like a caterpillar that's transforming into a vibrant butterfly. The butterfly is the outcome, not the chrysalis. Even I struggle with this myself in my business because branding literally touches everything. It is this foundation that can improve your ad conversion rates, your on-page conversion rates on your website. It can decrease your sales cycle. It can improve your messaging and attract a larger audience. But when I'm thinking about the exact offer or the exact messaging that I want to create, I can't jam all of that into one space. So we need to create this beautiful picture of what it looks like after somebody works with you. And this is going to have powerful clarity for you as the entrepreneur as well as the market. Honestly, it makes your brand irresistible. It's pretty easy to sell losing 20 pounds if you can guarantee that with some certainty. People care about what you can promise, not necessarily how you get there yet. We're going to talk about that next. I want you to put this into practice right now. Consider your brand. What is the outcome that is a win for you and your clients or you and your customers? Is it an organized life for busy moms? Is it creativity with aspiring artists? Define your outcome and watch how it shapes your entire brand narrative. Share in the comments, what is the crystal clear outcome that you help your clients or customers achieve? Our second step for creating our proprietary process is to identify the 3 to 5 essential steps along the way, or the essential ingredients. Think about this as turning your grand vision into manageable pieces, making it achievable and also clear. You can think of this as the base camps that lead up to the summit of the mountain, or you can imagine that you're like a chef creating your signature dish. You need to break it down to the key ingredients because each of them add their unique flair or contribute to the chemistry of the dish. And the same thing applies to your brand process. So if you're a digital artist creating custom illustrations, your essential elements might be for sketching, then coloring, shading, and adding those final touches. These components bring your artwork to life one step at a time. This isn't just for artists. Suppose you are a productivity coach helping professionals take control of their time. Your elements could be time auditing, goal setting, time blocking, and then mastering the art of saying no. Each of these is a stepping stone towards that dream outcome that we just defined. Because now at this stage, it's not just what you do, it's how you do it. You have a unique set of skills, expertise, story that has contributed to the specific way that you create the best results possible for your clients. Your process is probably different from somebody else who offers a similar service, and it creates a only effect. If people want the specific way that you create results, they have to go to you. And this applies whether you're a chef, a trainer, a designer, a tech expert, mentor, anything in between. We want to help our audience see futurecast so that they can understand what it's like to work with you. It creates a sense of desire when your process is something that's interesting and fun for them to go through. And the cool thing about this is you get to essentially design your own job description. You get to put in steps into the process that maybe aren't typical for your industry. Back to the idea of the productivity coach, the elements that I first mentioned, sounded pretty expected. But who's to say that your proprietary process doesn't include some deep hypnotic meditation that teaches people to expand time and to tap into the quantum field and delegate some of your tasks to the universe? I'm being a little bit tongue-in-cheek here, but you get to put in the pieces that have worked for you and that have worked for your clients. This is also what creates that operational efficiency. So once you have your process defined, you can start to create templates or assets or pieces that support your clients and elevates the experience that they have with you when they work with you, because you're not having to reinvent it every single time that you work with somebody new. All right. Third step of creating a proprietary process is to name it. We want to sprinkle in some brand magic and give your proprietary process a name that commands attention. You don't want to skip over this step. This is about creating an identity, a brand within your brand. It acts as a magnet, gives your audience a hint of what they are going to receive, what they're going to get by buying your product or your service. The proprietary process that I use, that's my overarching framework. It's how I organize all of my curriculum in my Brand Clarity Collective. It's also the basis of my VIP brand intensive, where I create the entire brand strategy and standards for my one-on-one clients, is called the Clarity Code. And my name can give you an example of a format that works. We want to have a promise of the outcome. So for me, this is clarity. And then we can add in some on-brand language. And because I'm a Sage archetype, code is incredibly on-brand for me. Clarity code also has alliteration, which makes it fun to say, easier to remember. Naming in itself has a powerful psychological effect. It creates that perception in people's minds that they can only get this thing when they work with you. They don't get the clarity code when they go to some other brand strategist or designer or copywriter or business coach. Clarity code is my proprietary process that I uniquely deliver that creates incredible results for my branding clients. You can even reinforce this effect by having, a trademark symbol. This isn't just about legal protection, although that's important too. It's about psychology. When people see that symbol, it triggers that sense of authenticity and originality. And it's like telling your audience, this isn't just any process. This is our signature touch. And like we said, let's not forget your brand's personality. You're not just naming your process, you're infusing it with meaning and personality that reflects your brand. And if you understand what your brand archetype is, you can use that to help inform this naming process. By the way, if you don't, head over to kayeputnam.com and take the brand quiz now. It is massively beneficial for helping you position your brand. Are you the magician, the explorer, sage? Your archetype should help communicate some of that brand identity. These are kind of terrible, but bear with me. Here's a few ideas if you know what your archetype is. So maybe you're the sage, you have a process called the enlightened strategy blueprint. Or if you're the hero, you have the triumph catalyst process. Maybe the magician has an enchanted evolution framework. And perhaps the rebel is the disruptive innovation protocol, and so on. Of course, you're not going to use those exact names, but you can start to see how the language reinforces your brand identity. And whether you are planning dream weddings or creating killer marketing campaigns, you want your name to echo that dream outcome that your client gets. You can check out my brand fluency courses for naming prompts, ideas, word lists, and I'll put a card up. Otherwise, you can always just head to my website and check out brand fluency. All right, fourth step of leveraging your proprietary process is to promote it, to share it. We've named it, we've given it a distinct personality, and you want to bring it to the market. Imagine this, you have planned a fantastic party, but you don't ever send out invitations. Who's going to show up, right? That's where consistent promotion comes in. It is a crucial ingredient to have brand success. Your proprietary process isn't going to benefit anybody if it just stays stuck in your brain. It's time to spread the word from your website to your social media accounts, the webinars that you host, workshops, even in your one-on-one conversations. You can reference your proprietary process to explain how you work with people, how you deliver the results that you deliver. The more that people hear it, the more that they associate that name with your brand, and it becomes a part of your brand story. Let's take a look at a real life example from a bigger brand. We all know Lego, right? They have this unique thing called Lego Serious Play. It's not just for kids. They use it in workshops and events where people build with Lego bricks to represent their ideas and concepts. It's about enhancing creativity, improving communication, and solving these really complicated business challenges in novel ways. If you check out their website, you'll see how Lego Serious Play is a defined process for boosting creativity and solving those unique problems. That's not all. On social media, they share their insights, success stories from these events, helping their audience understand the magic behind it. You can do the same thing, share case studies, testimonials, insights on how your proprietary process is changing lives and transforming businesses. You can even showcase the process visually to help your audience understand it better. Using things like visual diagrams or a visual metaphor is a really great tool. And then finally, step number 5 is testing and iterating. Once your process is out there, helping your audience transform, that's not the end of the journey. It's actually just the beginning. The final step is iterating and refining your process, fine-tuning your masterpiece, perfecting it as you grow and evolve as a business owner, as a facilitator of these dream outcomes. You're constantly learning, you're constantly finding new ingredients to put into your process that makes it work even better. So don't feel like you're stuck with your proprietary process exactly as it is the first time that you create it. The elements can evolve, you can get better over time at communicating the clarity of that dream outcome. This ensures that if the context changes, if people are desiring different things, or if you just find that different processes are working to get better results, you have that freedom and liberty to change. Remember, your proprietary process is a unique asset. It's your intellectual property, your brand's secret sauce, and a path to brand brilliance. So there you have it. We started by defining your outcome. Second, we identified the essential elements. Third, named your process, promoted it everywhere that we can, and then refined it to perfection. I'm so excited to hear about your brand's proprietary process. Share it in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas. Now, if you need help with more of this, this is one of the things that we talk about in my course called the Brand Advantage. So if you want a deeper dive into this, head over to kayeputnam.com and you can find these resources. We have the one related to brand archetypes that we talked about earlier, and then the Brand Advantage is actually inside of my Brand Clarity Collective. If you're watching this video right after I record it, we're actually starting a live 30-day sprint of the Brand Advantage inside of the collective. So if you're in the collective community, you get access to that 30-day process where we accelerate your brand's momentum. And one piece of that is implementing your proprietary process and then getting really good at promoting it consistently. I would love if you join me in that community. It's going to be an incredible event. It has had massive results on previous students and entrepreneurs that have joined me in that process. I'll put a link right below this video so you can check that out. Keep sharing your genius, keep refining the way that you deliver results and impact to people, and make sure that you wrap it up in this beautiful proprietary process so people can understand your value.